So, like, I'm in search of like just trying to find like the truth, you know, behind religion and stuff, right? So, of course, got to start off with Christianity, right? So I go to, and I actually had that ignited by listening to like certain people, um, on the internet that like challenge. Some people do not believe like in God, which I don't agree with that philosophy, right? Or a higher power. You know what I'm saying? I do believe like God has a name, you know, but that's neither here nor it's not neither here nor there. But I just believe like the Western culture has been, like brainwashed and just taught crazy stuff. So when I hear like people saying like, there is no God, and then you find out like they doing all kind of crazy stuff because there's no like perimeters or whatever in their lives, and you be like, aha, you know what I'm saying? I believe, but what God are we serving? So a lot of times as black people, you automatically basically start off as a Christian. You know what I'm saying? You get white Jesus put in your face and everything. And so like we kind of like, unconsciously feel like, that's the right depiction of Jesus. And some people don't, right? So uh, I decided, like I was hearing a debate on the Sarnetta channel, right? And it was two people, and they were debating. Debating religion, and so one of the men basically said if one of the brothers could come up with some historical proofs outside of the Bible, because like a lot of times when excuse me, especially people of the religious background are debating, they always run to the Bible, and or the Quran or whatever it is that they believe, right? And then so they start stating facts, even out of or their thoughts of whatever that book is saying. So this person said like, okay, if these people really existed, it should be like some proof. And so like his statement was, and I'm not 100% sure because like I said, I haven't like researched for myself, but I'm just stating verbatim of what, like, I mean, loosely saying what the man said. So he was basically debunking, I believe it was the Muslim faith. And so he was saying that the writings came into place like hundreds of years after Muhammad, passed away. So he was saying like man had his hands basically um, in religion. So basically they can twist and turn and do whatever they want to. You know what I'm saying? So he was saying like show him historical proofs of his existence. And the same question was raised even about Jesus, not in that particular one, but in one of the earlier videos that I was watching. So anyway, I go to one of the museums here in the city, and I began to say, like, they got this whole room dedicated to Jesus, which is basically a lot of white artistry, you know what I'm saying, just throughout the whole museum. And I'm like, well, damn, and like, they do have like sections that's like spaced out for other people, but like if you look in closely, it's like they it look like they still look white. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody just kind of like made them just like it don't look like the original like pieces to me. So like I said, I'm looking up like Jesus or whatever, and all of it is like, like white, like white men or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And except for like one particular painting, and it wasn't really a painting, it was like some kind of work that was done, and it was in bronze, so it was depicting Jesus and people in that era of a bronze color. It was like, and so I was like, this is interesting, and that was like in the 1500s, but everything else was like basically like Europeanized, and so I'm like, you know, and so that was just kind of interesting. I didn't really find any true historical facts to say like, okay, Jesus existed or Yahshua existed during this time, you know what I'm saying, this time frame. And so the question is, the religion that a lot of us that, like ascribe to, you know what I'm saying, is like a lot of the things, is the Bible true or is a lot of it man-made? I do believe, me personally, I believe that it's certain truths. I believe that certain things have been manipulated as well throughout time. How can I say that? It's because you have so many versions of the Bible. I'm gonna have to look up how many versions of the Bible do we have. I was talking to a Muslim brethren, and he was saying like basically, and they would have stated that the Quran, they said, has never been changed. It stayed in its original state. You know, and so this is just like interesting, an interesting journey. Share your thoughts. Um, what color was what do you feel like the true color and depiction of Jesus or Yahshua really was? You know what I'm saying? And I know you got the it don't matter. I'm not talking to y'all. That's not the question that I asked, right? So because if it didn't matter, why did they change the color? You know what I'm saying? If color really didn't matter, and let's say he was a man, like let's say my complexion, right? Why didn't they just leave him at that color if it didn't matter, right? So, what's your thoughts? And so I also looked at another video, and it was showing like different paintings throughout time, throughout the centuries and stuff. And it gave one, and I believe that was like in the 1500s too, a picture of Yahshua, and it was like actually, he looked more like the Middle Eastern people that we see of today. He had short, curly, like hair. You know what I'm saying? He didn't look nothing like the paintings that we see like plastered all over like society today, which they said was like really one of the emperor's homosexual sons.